Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Ultimate Review by Purecast 9. In today's episode, I'm going to give you my review of the Portronics Pure Sound Pro 3. So I know this has been out a while and there are numerous reviews of this, but stick around because you'll get the most detailed review. Before we begin, let me just say that Portronics did reach out to me and they asked me if I wanted to review these products or not, and I was like, of course. So they sent this over to me. So I want to make it clear that this is not a paid promotion. I'm not being paid any money. It is a pure review. So I am at the liberty of saying all that I like about this speaker and all that I don't. Before I give you my verdict on how it sounds, very quickly let's go through its build and some of the features. So in terms of the build, it is mainly plastic all around except for the front, which houses the metal mesh grille and the logo at the center. Now at the side you have the multifunction controls. You can change the modes as well. So it's got Bluetooth obviously. It's also got inbuilt FM and it's got aux and pen drive support. Now this packs a 2500 mAh inbuilt battery, which they say is good for 6 to 7 hours of continuous playback. But that is not at 100% volume. That is around 60 to 70% volume. At 100% volume, you are looking to get around say 4.5 to 5 hours max. Now let's do the sound test. I'm going to play a couple of tracks. You guys have a listen, form your judgment. Once you're done, I'm going to come back and give you my verdict on how it sounded in person in my studio, in my testing, what really shines, what doesn't, and ultimately whether you should get it or not. So let's get straight into the sound test.
While you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
So there you have it guys. That was the sound test of the Portronics Pure Sound Pro 3. And I hope that gave you a good idea. If you had the same impression as I did, well then the most obvious thing is this speaker has got clarity. So let me just dissect it like I always do between the highs, the mids and the lows. So starting off with the highs are very clear, quite audible and ample in quantity. But when it comes to its quality, I did feel that it could use a bit of polishing because at max volume, it does tend to crackle every now and then and it sounds a bit harsh. Now, one of the trends I've seen with Portronics products is that they do really amplify the highs and the mids, especially the mids and the vocals, and we'll come to that. So in terms of highs, while they are very clear and audible, they could be of a better quality. So highs, more or less okay. Coming to the mids, now this is the first thing that struck me when I first listened to a song on this speaker. The vocals are so upfront and bright. That is the first thing that hits you. So, like I said, a trend with Portronics speakers, as I've seen in the past, is that they really enhance your vocals. Whenever you're listening to a song, or if you're listening to something, an interview or something, anything to do with vocals, they are really upfront, really clear. And in my opinion, in my personal preference, I find it a bit too over sharpened and it sounds a bit artificial to me. Now let me just make it clear, this is just my opinion. For you, you might exactly want that. Maybe you listen to only songs and vocals obviously are very important. So vocals will sound superbly crisp, very upfront and loud, very audible, and it's got a very good separation from the highs and the lows. But for my taste, a bit too over sharpened or over processed, and takes away the natural sounding warmth of the vocals. But it's not something that should put you off. But the downside is, again, at max volume, the vocals do tend to crackle and there is a bit of distortion. So at 65 to 70% volume is the sweet spot, and they more or less sound very good at that volume. Now coming to the lows, this is where I was disappointed, because although this speaker has two separate speaker driver units of 5 watt RMS each, 10 watts in total, and it's got a dedicated passive bass radiator at the center, the bass was underwhelming. So I didn't feel any thump. It's not got that punch. Now maybe up close on a wooden surface you might get that, but it's very underwhelming. So if you're a bass head looking for bass, you listen to a lot of music which has bass, this will not do it justice. But if you want a speaker that produces very crisp vocals, the mids and highs with moderate clarity, this is good, because the vocals are really good. I mean, but like I said, it depends on your preference. It's not my cup of tea because, like I said, over processed, but for you it might be just it. So overall I would give the sound a 3.2 out of 5. That's the max I can give it. Maybe if they polished the highs and there was more bass, and if there was separation between these three, because the vocals eat up most of the highs, so not much of separation there, and the bass in my opinion was very low. So yeah, anyway, all in all I think it's a good package because it's got Bluetooth, it's got inbuilt FM, it's got pen drive input and aux connectivity. So it's kind of like the entire package, and it's a sound bar, so it looks sleek. You can even connect it via the aux cable to your TV. If you have a small TV, maybe a 32-inch TV, this will definitely be louder and provide you better sound than your small TV. With a bigger TV, I don't think it'll be that good a companion. It will also be a good companion on your computer desk in case you don't want to get a 2.1 speaker system. So it is a good replacement for a 2.1 speaker system in this range. I'm not saying, a dedicated 2.1 will definitely sound better, obviously, and it costs you more as well. But if you want something just on your desk, if you want a very clean setup and you don't want the hassle of wires which come with 2.1 system, this will sit very sleek in front of your monitor, and it's not bad. It'll be a good companion. Anyway guys, if you're interested, the link to this is in the description below. If you are interested to buy this, please use the link given there. It will help me run this channel and I can produce more content just for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like on the way out, subscribe to PureCast9, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.